The media. I know we only have a limited amount of time. You could talk for an hour and a half about the media.
You mean fake news?
Well, that's what you are calling.
Well, much of it is fake news. I mean, much of the media makes up stories.
And by the way, thank you very much for the shout-out you gave at your press conference about 10 days ago.
That's true, I did. You have treated me very fairly, and I appreciate it.
Did you take much heat for that from the other network?
No, not really. I think they know it's true.
Mr. President, let me get right to the most important question I'm going to ask you today. Tell me, how good is your press secretary?
Well, I think she's perhaps one of the most talented I've ever known. She's, and actually, first of all, your daughter is a great person. And my story didn't change. My story was always a straight story. My story was always the truth. But you'll have to determine for yourself whether or not his story changed. But I did not take.
It was a smart way to make sure he stayed honest in those hearings.
Well, it wasn't very stupid, I can tell you that.
The media, a little bit of a contentious start, if you will, with them. They want to, I've seen now the New York Times, CNN, NBC, they've used the word liar to describe you as it relates if you're talking about crowd size or
They're
voter
very
fraud.
hostile. These are very hostile people. These are very angry people.
Well, Mr. President, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so proud of everything you're doing. Let me ask you.
To do right now, if it's not classy, just say, Burgess, I can't do that for you. But if we could have you say, this is Donald Trump, President of the United States, and you're listening to the Rick and Bubba show, we would appreciate it. But if you don't think you should do that, we understand.
I will. I should definitely not do it, but I will do it. Are you ready?
Yes.
You guys want to start with good news? We do have some good news.
Go ahead.
Right? You don't get a lot of good news in the media.
Well, you don't get so much.
You faced resistance on this bill, but of course you faced resistance on the entirety of your agenda. Who's been your biggest opponent? Has it been Democrats resisting? Has it been fake news media? Has it been deep state leaks? When you think about it, what holds it up the most?
Well, you know, when I ran, I talked about the rigged system because I saw I was winning states and I wasn't getting the delegates that I should be getting. And
you plan to pardon Tom Brady?
Well, Tom is always pardoned. You know that. Tom doesn't need a pardon.